miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Jets.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. They start the drive with Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. It kind of reminds me of the old
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. First down, here's the run with Cook.
There he goes, right side. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, getting...
Touchdown, Jets! Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Jets marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Madison. There he goes, left side. He's on his way. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Another carry now for Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cam Akers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
The tight end in motion right. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Third and 5. Nowhere to go here. He the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Rodgers.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Rodgers again here on second and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's Madison getting it again on second.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Going to run with Madison again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second and 7. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cam Akers
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Left side, Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Rodgers going to throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And again, it's Rodgers.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jets 7.
Right there. Make something happen. Come on. Big play. Big play.
Come on, you can do it.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Kickoff for Minnesota.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we... at the 25.
People are getting paid. People are cashing checks. Yeah, that's what we do.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 90 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down.
Jets. 1st down.
Hey, 88.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. And complete right side to Cook. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Touchdown! Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9. A give running right is Akers. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st down, Minnesota.
Going right back to Akers. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On the handoff, running left is Akers. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 5
points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Akers. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.